Now let's do this finally, then we activate the phone lines. For the past years, we have seen some beautiful friendship between two of our musicians, and we are talking about AMG Medikal and Charles Nyama Mensah Jr., aka Shatta WALE. For some time now, we've seen them come together doing so many beautiful things. Ever since their problem days, that is when they were all taken to Anchorful and they came up, formed a group called DTB, Deeper Than Blood. We have seen they have turned their misfortunes into a business model. And as it stands now, some of the businesses they have done together, they released a joint EP. And that was the Deeper Than Blood EP, right?
Yeah.
They released a joint EP. I'm sure they made money from streams. And that idea was business. Oh, let's go and put out a work that will give us some money to do. And for some time now, we've seen them playing shows. At least it started from the shows, I think last year, they did one, last 2 years rather, it should be last 2 years. They did one show at the Accra Sports Stadium, and just last year, they also came through the Freedom Wave. So for the past years, the guys have joined strategically, and they are doing business. So beautiful. The last time we saw them perform together was over the weekend. That is last Friday at Wasa Benso in the Western region. Still on that business move, coming together to do some business. Now, I would want us to go see some of the performances they gave us in the Western region over the weekend. And when I come back, I ask that, what do we see? Do we see a strategic partnership for business, or we see two young boys who are having fun? What do we see? When I come back, we open up the conversation. Then right after, I also pick your thoughts on the topics we've treated so far. Watch this. I will be right back. All right, so that was from WhatsApp Benso in the Western region. And I'm sure going to start with Roland Amate on that note. That what do we see? Is that a strategic partnership for business? Or maybe these are just friends who are just doing their own thing for survival? What do you see, Ro?
Business born out of relationship and friendship is what I see between these two. And the fact that these are two artists that have come to understand that yes, individually they can do their best, but as a group or when collaborating, yes, they've seen their impact. I'm sure they did not just wake up to say, oh, because Medikal is my friend, or because I know you have fans, so I would also want to tap in. But it is because they all see business prospect as far as their business acumen is concerned. That is why they are doing this. This is very beautiful, I would say, because ever since they started this partnership, it has been one growth to the other. We can clear this is not something that they are rather coming out to say, oh, me Medikal and I me Shatta WALE. $2 million and I $5 million. Whatever they are achieving is in the public space. From the time they released the joint project, for example, I think they brought figures out even as to how they were even able to partner with Boomplay, give them an exclusive deal for Boomplay to even premiere the song or even hold it for a platform for a couple of weeks before it was later released on other platforms. These are all business deals that came with it, which both of them enjoyed through to their events that they organized and the kind of impact that this event had on them. Emma crowd go a step further to even attempt a bigger one, which was the Freedom Wave 2 at the Accra Sports Stadium. So it clearly shows, and even around some more year, I would say yes, unlike other years, and this has been the year, yes, like year 30 year now, these two artists in question are very busy. Men can count about 4 shows on my board this year, and I tend to ask myself, okay, year projections back, in fact, say yes, we know Medikal is big, Shatta WALE is big, but how busy have they been separately compared to past years? And out of this, I'm sure said this is not just one idea coming from only one person. This is just a way double impact but where the idea we back, how can we partner and do this? And I know there are some benefits or some things that because we are closer to them or privileged to get closer to their camps, we realize that idea with their Medikal idea with their Shatta idea. And individually, I like the respect that they give to each other in terms of even business. Because some people would want to be complacent and say and feel like familiarity let me set in and say, oh, the fact that you are my friend, there are some things that professionally I wouldn't want to do. But then you still see that mutual respect coming from each other's camp, and you realize, say, yes, these are things that are making them win. You see the gap that is none event organizers, any artist in terms of booking about 2 or 3 artists together. No? Shatta WALE in Medikal easy in a certain light. Now, picking Shatta WALE and picking Medikal individually, say to your 200. Now there is even a possible chance you can get them even at a reduced price. You understand? Because the possibility now, impact, normal magic, these are 2 solid brands I am magic. So the possibility say Minya Medikal, Minya Shatta, high. The possibility say Minya Shatta, Minya Medikal, so high. And these are things that I believe say it has always been one of the things that somebody like Shatta WALE has been preaching a lot. See, there are so many ways all artists be winning, especially if someone collaborates here. Collaboration in this space is one thing that has always been our problem. We don't like collaborating. So sometimes, even from our old musicians, hardly do we even see them on a joint and on a song, and it has transcended even
that champion on one stage.
And the
so many years.
The news are not air. But let's just imagine the partnerships or the collaboration between some of these artists. Ebia Sakwa Stoneboy, Shatta WALE Medikal, Sister Fia, Ebia Ifia, and Sister Fia Wendy Shea. On certain platforms, let's just imagine the impact. And these are ways that Obia Betimia tapping into Ninia fan base. Share a interest. Don't think say nipa ni ba be di unkwa ho. There are things that you also learn. If not tap into the person's fan base krana. Nipa ni way of doing business krampo betimi am osua bibi. And I am sure say if we should put Medikal here, he will give testimonies about the things that he's learned about Shatta WALE. Same with Shatta WALE. So I think it is beautiful. Other artists can also emulate. It doesn't only have to be say collaborating with Shatta WALE and America. Find another artist that you think you can
form
also
some strategic partnership with them
and do business. And in that way, we can win big as an industry.
Okay, Fosun, I'm sure you can come through. Thank you, Roland. Do you think this is a code some artists should also learn from? Form some strategic partnership with one or two artists, and you guys start moving.
Yeah, sure. But I think time immemorial, I keep preaching lack of partnership in our industry.
Yeah.
You know, in this way, strategic partnership. I said partnership, you know, you should both sit down and then know what you are gaining from the partnership. It would be nice to have Sarkodie, Kiddy, King Promise, Stoneboy, team, you know, and do shows across the country. Or probably even outside the country, you know. That's what these Nigerians do to also help them. I know say they all belong to different record labels. It will be more expensive for probably Burna Boy alone to go and play a show somewhere. So Burna quite our friend Thames record label, our friend Remas record label say, guys, let's team up to go and do this. It will be, you know, cost you know, effective. and
but we still benefit
Yeah. Just our people Ghana and Kasaye shedding in partnership here. That's why our businesses don't last. Most Ghanaian businesses, if the founder dies, not businesses will because
it's true.
Yes, because we don't partner. Obia per se or you know. That's why somehow I love the synergy between Osekwam Despite and Forisa. You know,
another strategic partnership.
It's a very good partnership. When that happens,
I like this example.
Everybody keeps everybody in check. If Medikal me feel say you never have partnership. I mean, you did say Shatta WALE friend and say me actually hold on, I beg. At least everybody knows that if you want to talk to Medikal, you know who to go to. If you want to talk to Shatta WALE, na Shatta account, yeah. When you say, oh, friend Medikal, no, they can. Best sort it out. And I think that it's also cost effective for the event organizers. I believe so. Because Ubuki Shatta and Kwan or Bob 400,000. What the Medikal can want. You know, maybe Obaka say, Sadia out there, my 500 and 600 now, which will be probably more expensive if you had gone for them separately. It is, and each other's followership
will come
and add to another. One thing I want them to also do is think about adding some few up and coming artists to their fold. So that more you say, okay, the Kojokin account. Yeah, the Sugar Lord account. Yeah, the change your mark.
They have Captain and Arabi already.
Yeah, enough. Enough.
I get it.
Sir Captain, they are already part of their way. No?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the women can you qua. If you are Pomunya, by your at least most of 10,000 and more fair how far. It will help to, you know, one, to help to expand the industry. Two, it will help to also give a chance to some of these young guys. Most of these young guys like Rema Monia, they are youth. Nkola almost started in Nigeria, but they got some of the big guys to hold their hands to help them to climb. What Burna Boy did for our own Blacko was nothing small. It was something huge. I think if Sarkodie so been Sarkodie also did the same for Blacko. You know, by coming out to do a video to do that. Yeah. I think we need to nurture talent like that. We need to do all that. I'm looking at so Top Art collaborating with the new ones. Sarkodie, KD, King Promise, Stoneboy collaborating, and there should be other sub collaborations like that. It makes it easier. So at the point we can say this click and that click. I'm thinking about let's say 300,000 for this click and then 300,000 for that click. If you click nankasa or ratio and proportion the chow musika within their clicker, then they do it that way. It brings control.
Okay.
One, it brings control into the system. Obian him say, "Minya kidi, I'm cooking promise or minya kidi." So that's how I think. Kudos and shout out to what they are doing. It's beautiful within a space of this year alone. But the shows they've played almost every weekend, we almost show.
Yes.
Which to me
and
is a good
I was
thing.
even telling them that even if they can, use this to reduce their charges a little bit. The way they can even take shows.
I tell you.
Because which event promoter wouldn't want to have?
Mr. Every week we are on show.
Yes.
Especially festivals, baby.
Yes. Which event promoter wouldn't want to have Shatta and Medikal on one stage? Every event promoter would want to have.
To four boy. There are lots of, shows. Every week be on show.
No, it's true.
But Sammy, every week they will play shows and they will make money. And they will be so busy, Shatta will not even have time to do so many things.
Yeah, it's true.
Because every week you
are counting money.
And I think to me it's a good business.
Okay, Kojo will speak finally, and I pick some calls so we can run away. Kojo, quick one. Summarize it for me.
Yeah, the union between Shatta and Medikal is one that we are happy about, and we have seen their wins, which is very beautiful because when they started, people thought it wouldn't last, but they have shown us that it is deeper than blood, and it is way beyond just friendship. But they are also making money from that. We were here when the two of them came here, and they said, Shatta said Medikal has even invested into Shagzi and all of that. So it's a union. I think it goes beyond just the music. They are even doing other businesses of music, which is very beautiful. I'm always of the view that we lack resources in our space, and we lack investors. So one way that we can also break barriers is through partnership and collaborations. Because when we put our forces together, we can achieve more. Imagine a SAC Nation and a Shatta movement collaborating together as two powerhouses. They can always penetrate wherever they want to do. They can always win more. And so that is one aspect that we need to do. And Shatta and Medikal, they are showing us the way that it is doable. Now, where I want to also see is them collaborating with event organizers to organize their own events. The ones that we've seen are people calling them, booking them for gigs. Now, they have shown that wherever they go, their people are willing to come pay and come and enjoy them. So if they can also collaborate with notable event organizers and pull in the numbers and organize great shows. I think that will also be better. Probably maybe touring the whole of the nation and all of that. So I want to see that side. They can extend it to that side. They can get some trusted event organizers, put them together, maybe 2 or 3 organizers. They put them together, and now that they are together, they also bring their resources together. Then maybe they stage some mega shows that we are all yearning to see in the country. I was glad when on the 25th of December last year they set a platform that other musicians also came to also enjoy, and they are paving the way. I am happy when he came to do the state of the industry address, and he mentioned decentralization of events into the other regions. And I think that is what he is doing, whether direct or indirectly, because now he's moving to every corner. Traveling all the way to Wasabenso wasn't an easy journey, considering the road and all of that. But it takes an artist who is also determined, looking beyond the money. It's not only just the money, because there are some artists where no matter the money you have, when you call them and they hear a certain area, they wouldn't go. Regardless your money, they wouldn't go. But for Shatta and Medikal to fly from Accra to Takoradi, then continue for a 2-hour journey on that road, it tells you they really care about their audience and their fans as well. So kudos to them, and we just want to see them winning some more. Big and bigger.
Well, thank you so much, Kojo King. Thank you, Roland Amati, and thank you to Stephen Atokwamena Forsen as well.